Alright, in this video I'll break down all of our webinar automations which made us and our clients 71k over the span of 2 different webinars. Just to be clear, it made us combine 71k, that was revenue, and we did it split 50-50 after cost, obviously. But I'll break down every single automation so you can hopefully take away something from this video. And yeah, let's get into it. So I've hidden away all of it so you don't get distracted, and we'll just take it one by one. So the first one is Zapier automations, and there's actually only one, and that is for all of our webinars. We hosted a free school group to kind of gather up and congregate all of the signups. So we had to make sure that we kind of know who joined, and then also add it to the CRM, obviously, and then also notify the team. So we made an automation in Zapier, and I'll just pull it up for you right now, which is this one. Super simple. Oh, sorry. And it's basically just what you need to do in order to capture people's information when they join a free school group. If you need to ask them a question where you collect their email. So that's what we did, and that's kind of the trigger. Then you send the information to your CRM, and then you also send a Slack message. Super simple and pretty straightforward. Okay, and that's actually everything for Zapier. So let's just move on. So Make.com, this was a heavy one. I'll tell you that. If you just take a look at it, I can't go into much detail, unfortunately, but I'll break it down right here. So this is something that watches for all of the payments coming through. So whenever someone bought, we did direct checkout on both webinars. And the way that we kind of split it is that if people paid in full, then it went one way. If they paid in installments, it went another way. Basically, that's how it was. So whenever someone paid for Stripe, it went to one of these 4 routes, and we added it to the P&L sheet. Then we sent a Slack message. Then we invited people to school. And then we updated the CRM, that's the HTTP one, and then we sent them an invitation or like a success, you paid and you are now in the group sort of thing. The reason why there's no school invitation on this route is because this is the second installment in a split pay. We did it super primitive, I would say. We did our own installments in different Stripe links. Now we have a different setup, so it's more streamlined and less confusing, to be honest. But yeah, it took a while to figure this one out because we went back and forth with the payments a bunch of times. We tried to take payments entirely through GoHighLevel. That was a mess, and that also resulted in a lot of failed payments. So then we did Stripe, and then something in the Stripe backend was also not properly set up. So yeah, a lot of errors back then. I think we missed out on like 20,000 in cash or something alone from the payments not being set up correctly. So big learning there. Let's also move on. So GoHighLevel, this is what we use for our CRM. This is where we did all of the email automations, all of the SMS, the text, and the landing pages as well, also the direct checkout. So everything was pretty much inside of GoHighLevel. Now, the first one, these are simply, I can actually just jump into it and show you, and then we can take it one by one. So bot course, this is when we took payments through the through GoHighLevel. So we had a trigger that was called payment received. So whenever someone paid through the product that you create inside of GoHighLevel, then we added the tag, we updated the pipeline, we removed them for all other email flows, and we sent them a welcome email. This email was before this setup. This is the second webinar. This was the first webinar. So we got smarter pretty fast as well. Next one is bot course, add member to school. Again, this is also something, a part of this from the first webinar. We did this, and it was just basically just a webhook that sent it to like a singular module inside of a Make automation that only had this school module, and then it invited people. That's it. Okay, next one, this is the email and SMS flow. So this is when it gets a little bit more interesting. So whenever someone submitted the form inside of the landing page, we gave them a trigger, or if they got the trigger, sorry. Then we set a start date. You need to set a start date because then you can probably like schedule in the emails, even if you do it in automation. So you set the date of the webinar, and then then we created the contact, created the opportunity in the pipeline, and then we send the email confirmation, and then you say, okay, wait 5 days before the start of the event, which is this one, and then you just go down, send emails 5 days, 3 days, 2 days, 1 day before, and then you start doing text as well, and that's basically just the entire flow. Super simple, actually, when you know what is what. Yeah. So next one, email flow second day. So this was for the 1 day event. First webinar we did 2 days, and second webinar we did 1 day, just to test, see if we can achieve the same thing in 1 day rather than 2, and we did. So that was a success. But this was for the 1 day event. So after the event was over, we extended the offer that you make on a webinar, and then we gave them like till the end of week to purchase. And then we did email reminders. We gave them the replay of the webinar as well. The text reminders as well. Super simple stuff, pretty straightforward as well. And yeah, that's it. And this was the same thing, but this was for the 2 day event. Sorry, and this could have been copied as well over to the 2 day event. So you just continue the flow basically, and you set a new event date. That's just how it works. Pretty simple. Yeah, I think that was actually it in terms of the emails in general. Let's see what else is there. I kind of forgot. Oh yeah, so Facebook Conversion API. This was also something I dabble with. I wanted to send back. I wanted to create a conversion API, and then I wanted to send back whatever lead signed up, so we could send information and data back to the pixel and as well as the conversion API, just so the ads got smarter and the algorithm got smarter on the leads. Also very straightforward. Turned out to work pretty decent. Then we did the refunds. This was just to make sure that people who wanted a refund got handled, and we did it automatically. No, we didn't have this many refunds. This was just, I think over half of them was just testing, so we make sure it worked correctly. And yeah, I think that was actually it. Oh yeah, so final thing, AI app setting. We did a small test where we wanted to see, could we get more people inside of the school group, the free group, with doing some sort of AI setting through WhatsApp. So we trained an AI pretty quick, pretty fast, and just let it loose basically, and it actually turned out pretty well. We got a lot of more group members. We actually have the group now. It's on, let me just see. I think we have 3,600 members now, and it started at 1,600. So pretty decent turnout. It turned out pretty well. And yeah, that's actually all of the automations that we used to generate these 2 webinars. Just to be completely upfront, the first one generated $41,910, and the second one generated $29,940, and that is in revenue. So yeah, turned out pretty well. I'm curious to see if any one of you out there are doing webinars. What kind of automations do you have? Do you might see something that we're missing here? Could we add something? Stuff like that. Let me know, and yeah, connect with me on IG if you want.